Hello everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I am, because I'm getting ready to paint. I've been waiting to do it. It's after lunchtime and I'm just now getting the opportunity to paint. So I want to quickly go through the colors that I'm using today. All DecoArt. So here are the colors. I've got some in a little bit of cups mixed up. I have some in squeeze bottles. So I'm going to be using a little bit of both. Everything is mixed 1-to-1 ratio with Floetrol latex base. So that's what's, the pouring medium is 1-to-1 back to my regular recipe. And then I don't add water to the DecoArt bottle paints. I do add, like if I use the premium, which is in a tube, anything in a tube is always going to be thicker. So that has a little bit of water added to it. And then I add spot on treadmill lubricant, a drop per ounce of paint mixture. So if I've got, say, 3 or 4 ounces, then I put 3 or 4 drops in a cup. And then everything gets mixed and then put into a squeeze bottle if at all possible, because you get more control. But like this green I had mixed up and poured into this bottle and it's full to the top, so I've got a little green left in my cup I'm going to use first. Things like that. But very quickly, the colors that I'll be using, I'll be swiping with black and lamp black, and that's in a squeeze bottle, 1-to-1 ratio with Floetrol, no silicone. And my white never has silicone, and the white is snow or titanium white. So very quickly, the other colors, I have a mixture of marigold, cadmium yellow, bright orange, true red, carousel pink, alizarin crimson, and then my magenta color is a mixture of primary magenta, vivid violet, a little alizarin crimson. I just kind of mix it till I get it to the vibrant point that I want it to be. Because it's often that I don't have a color that I want and I'll mix my own. Dioxazine purple is the deep purple and also in a bottle. Ultra blue deep is in a bottle. The teal mint is in this little cup here. Sour apple is in a bottle. Festive green is in the cup and in the bottle. So the squeeze bottle I have and the little bit in the cup here are peacock teal. And then this color here in the bottle is a combination of bluegrass green, desert turquoise, and evergreen, and a little bit of ultra blue deep to make that very vibrant, deep peacock, what I call a peacock color. So like I said, everything has silicone. All the colors have silicone in it, but not the white or the black. So today I am doing another version of the painting I did the other day, which was just a 12 by 12 inch canvas. It was just a foot square. This was the one I did, and I called it Abstract Garden. And I want to do this again, but on a 16 by 20. So it'll be that much larger. And I'm going to maybe add a third blossom at the bottom, maybe. And I wanted to add a little bit more vibrancy, a little bit more color into my swiping. And so that besides the yellow which I had in it, I'm adding the deeper golden color. And then I had sour apple in it. And I'm putting the green, and I'm going to add the peacock color, which was not in there, but the turquoise was in there. And I'm adding the teal mint and the ultra blue deep. And I'm going to put a smidge of purple as well. So I'm going to make the swipe just a little bit different. Hopefully it'll still kind of come out the same. because there's a person I was doing this for as a wedding gift. Well, I was doing a bunch of canvases, and I was going to let her choose what she wanted for her wedding gift. She picked one of my very colorful rainbow ones, and then when I did this one, she said, "Oh no, this is my favorite now." And I said, "Well, it's only 12 inches square." And I said, "Do you want me to do a bigger one?" And she said, "If you want to." And of course, I always want to because I love doing this. So that's why I'm trying a bigger canvas. What I'm going to do though is it's going to be swiped with black, which will be at the top, and I'm going to swipe towards me. So I'm going to go dark to light. So I'm going to finish up this purple in this cup. And actually I'm going to throw in a little bit of the Purple Rain. Just a little bit to add a lighter streak of that purple. And I am going, I think I swiped with a scraper the other day for the abstract garden, but I'm going to use a damp paper towel to swipe this with. Okay, so I got my purples, and so I want to do a little bit of this Ultra Blue Deep. So, you know, people will complain about their Floetrol getting clogged up, so that was probably the case with this one, is that it had a little clump of something that was keeping the bottle from squirting out correctly. And that's all I'm going to do of the purples and blue. And then the rest of these colors will be more true to the original color. So I'm going to start, I'm going to do the peacock teal here. Whoops. See, there gets a little clog and then it unclogs and it comes out really fast. And I may kind of vary these a little bit. Some of the sour apple. Now I'm going to do the turquoise color. And the teal mint. I'll do a little bit of the gold color. And then the cadmium yellow. Stick a little bit of that sour apple there again. I'm going to go back to this peacock green again. I'll do one little stripe of the Ultra Blue Deep. Turquoise again. So this is going to feel a little different than the other one, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Teal mint. Festive green. I forgot my little stripe of the peacock color. And I want this just to be basically the lightest color here. So a little bit of the sour apple, a little bit of the gold, marigold color. Cadmium yellow. So I got plenty of paint on this canvas, plenty. Goes over the edges. a little bit and just kind of all together. There's a clump of paint. And so put the black on. So these are my 2 paper towel pieces I have ready. I'm going to have to do 2 swipes because it's not wide enough to do the whole canvas at one time. So I'm going to do it about halfway over. Let my paper towel lay down in the black. Black got thin just like the last time I did this, so I'm going to put this back. This is also going to be the end where the flowers are going to be because they're going to be in the dark part. So now the other half. The other thing is I'm just making sure that I have color on my edges. So, you know, there's thicker black here and less thicker black here. What I'm going to do is try to drag the black up into this purple a little bit. I don't want that much purple showing. So I'm just very gently trying to get it to come up a little bit into that. And then this little patch. Like I am barely skimming the surface because otherwise it's going to go straight down to the canvas. I'm going to use my heat gun. So right in the area where I swiped beside each other, I'm just trying to go back and add in a little bit of the colors to see if that will kind of fill in that area a little bit. So now I'm going to turn it around. So I decided my next paintings are going to be black canvases with swipes and metallics. Typically I use like the really bright rainbow colors, but this time I'm going to use just the metallics. That'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes. So the last time I did some dribbles of the colors. This is that peacock color. And I might even put a little bit in some of the turquoise. Well, the teal mint, it's not turquoise. A little bit in the green. Some sour apple. Let's see, I'll do just because there's blue and purple, I'll do a little bit of the blue. Maybe put a little bit of the purple rain on those blue dots. So now what I'm going to do is blow. Kind of wish this area were a little lighter. So yeah, just blowing on it a little bit will expand the cells a bit. So they'll go back in. Okay, so just a comparison. Here's the original. Here's the one I just did. So with adding the purple, that adds a little bit of more dimension, almost like it could be floral, like lavender or hollyhocks or something kind of growing in the background. So I kind of like that feel. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm going to put this here just so I can look at it for reference. But I think before I even go any further, I'm going to go ahead and do some leaves. So I've lost my butter knife somewhere. It's around somewhere. I'm not sure where. So I'm swiping these leaves in before I do my flowers. Skewer, I'm just going to drag it around just a little bit. I think I'm going to do 3 flowers, 1 in the center and 2 kind of in the curve of things. So I'm going to start with this. It's kind of that one I forgot to mention is a mixture of coral blush and baby pink. So it's kind of a muted down pink with a little warm edge to it. And I'm going to put a little bit of orange on it. Maybe just a little bit of white along the edge there. I forgot my white is kind of low. And I always keep white mixed in a cup. So I'm just transferring my cup to my bottle. And that's the titanium white mixed 50-50 with Floetrol. That way there's no chance of me running low while I'm doing this painting. Flowers are not one of my strengths. I did it on this one, but I don't think I had much luck with it, but at least it kind of looks like flowers, which is what I want it to look like. So what I'm going to keep doing is just building it up. So stick a little alizarin crimson, primary magenta. This is the carousel pink. Okay, I like that, but I'm going to do a little bit of white at the top part of that pink. I'm going to do red, orange. So I'm going to warm it up a bit because the alizarin crimson and the carousel pink are, cooler. So now I'm going to do the warmer. I'll do this first before I add yellow. Get a little deeper down at the bottom. Add just a little bit more orange. And this has a little dribble of where the color's sprayed out, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna just dip my finger in and try to get rid of that line. So basically I think I have the shapes in the way I kind of like them for the flowers. So now I'm just going to go back in and just add a little bit of a white outline just to kind of help define them a little bit. Not a whole lot, but and then down here, the green comes out kind of thick, so I have to figure that out with my other colors. So kind of like leaves. And now I want to do something through here. So, and the other thing I want to put something in here just to add a little bit of something. So I think I'm going to try one out and see how it looks the way if it happens the way I envision it. See, what I could do is just, if I was going to blow. Let me... Oh, blowing works too. So maybe just a few little like buds. I didn't have this on the other one, but I thought that might add just a little bit more to the gardeny feel. So I'm just putting the orange on top of the magenta. And yellow. And I'm just putting a dot. It's not hardly any paint at all. And if you didn't have squeeze bottles, you could do it with a stick. It would take some finesse a little bit. I'm going to do just a little. Let's see, I can't get just a little white drip. Let me try these before I go any further. I like that white. So this one sunk a little bit where I dipped my bottle into the paint. So I've got one more to do. Yeah, I like that. Whew. That's happy feeling. Happy, happy. So now I'm just going to come back and do my green again just to make it work. Make sure my buds have an actual vine that they're growing from. Let's see if I can get a little. A little accent. Let me try just white in my hand. Because if I drip it on there, it's going to be like super heavy. Maybe just a hair of purple right here at the bottom of the flower. A little purple rain. And a little bit of magenta. I'm going to stick some orange back on here. And red. One green. So you can see how it looked if I swiped it. That one looks like a leaf even though it's part of the cells. This one does kind of too. I'm trying to... So I'm just getting the green color off the... I think I'm done. Trying to decide if I want to do anything else. That one is kind of just bland. Swipe a little of that peacock color through it. I love this. This is awesome. I hope she does, because I think it's pretty darn awesome. I don't want it to drift anymore, so I'm not going to see if I can lift this up and show you without screwing it up. So there's the top. There's the flowers. I think she's gonna like it. So, let me put this away. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.